Huh. Now I'm very confused. Hurry up, woman. Go, Kate, go. I've said this before, but when I say woman, I don't mean it tacky, but it sounds so tacky. Anyway, hurry up, woman. Sounds blah. Whatever. Okay, is this good? Yes, now they pull in alongside my boat! Hurrah! My train. Trains, boats are very different things, or whatever that station master said. He was right, though. They are very different things. Now I go this way. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I have some inkling of an idea of what I'm doing, and at the same time, I have no idea what I'm doing. I may know what I'm doing in the short term, but overall, I am foolish. And at least I admit it. So I'm ahead of the game compared to some people.
Hey there! On the boat! Da, barge on other side! You still need us? There. Your barge is over the locks now. It's up to you to keep your part of the bargain.
Yeah.
Yes, pero Frau. Attach loco.
You know, I think I understood that.
Say, return to train, attach chain, then barge will pull.
What chain?
Okay, I'll get moving.
What chain?
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle tak loco coco mitchen.
What did your husband say? You attach chain to train and chain put train with barge.
Oh, catch it all.
That chain. Okay.
If that's going to work, looks like something's missing.
Remember that hook we picked up all those days ago? Woohoo! My trains are moving! At last! Oh my freaking happy pants. And they just happen to pull it up right where the clockwork lines up with the winder. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hurry up. Hop to chop chop. Get in gear, missy. Look at all those dilapidated buildings. The conditions of slums are terrible.
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Pond. I'm about to start my lecture on the Yukols at any moment. Please make haste to come.
But I just
Okay,
got here.
I'll give it my best.
Excellent. We'll be in the main lecture hall. See you soon.
Where's the main lecture hall? Well, now I gotta go all the way back to the university. Seriously. Who wrote this part? I should be able to jump there. From here. It's not that far. It's only several times over the length of her body. Looks different without the train here. Scary and foreboding without the train. Okay, no, it doesn't, but it does look different. Run, Kate! Run, Kate Walker! Run! Man, those guys are still going. You get good value for your egg in this place. Where is egg? I know where egg is. Or where's an egg? Not where is egg. Where's an egg? Damn it, now I want to play a few rounds of where's an egg. It's stupid, but it's simple and fun. Mammoth. Is this the lecture hall? I don't hear anything.
Ah, there
we
you
go.
are, Miss Walker. Good, good. Take a seat quickly. I'm impatient to start my lesson.
You've got two very bored-looking students.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please.
Click.
The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Siberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession. It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him.
Sounds like I'm sitting next to the air conditioning
The
vent.
origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture.
And toys.
They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukols had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination.
Toys
He
do not
draws
lie.
what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yuko's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yuko people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing.
So there are still mammoths?
It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukos learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra.
Goodness.
They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible
ridiculous.
as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question.
What question?
In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yuko shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian Ice Ark is a very good example, and you are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you.
Is this going to go much longer, Grandpa?
Would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Siberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age.
Holdover.
This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yuko's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukos were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Siberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukos' traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yuko population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukos have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population.
Others get drunk,
Others,
as seen
however,
here.
have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukos have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survived. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today.
Just in time to be too
Thank
long
you
for
being
one
among
video.
us today, Miss Walker.
Well, the video.
Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Thank you. And I think we're done here, but we may be well into we may be a minute and a half into the next episode by now. Alright, well, we're done here, I guess.